everybody, it's Mr. Chris, and today we are learning Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift. That's right, and I've got my Taylor guitar. And so we're going to learn Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift. One of the things I like about Taylor Swift songs is they're usually pretty simple, you know, and I mean that in a good way. She keeps it simple, and as far as the chords go, playing on the guitar, she keeps it really simple. And so that means they're great songs to learn, you know, for beginner guitar players. Now here's how we're going to do it. We're just going to jump right into this. We've got a guitar with standard tuning, so that's E, A, D, G, B, E. And then we've got a capo on the 4th fret. You need to know 4 chords. So the first chord is F. Now you can play it as a full bar chord, F. Or you could play it as without the bar chord, or you can play it as an F, what I call F major 7, where the bottom string is open. It was kind of hard for me to tell. I was watching videos of Taylor playing this acoustic, and I couldn't quite tell if she was covering the bottom E string or not, but I'll show you both ways. So if you want to play it with the bottom string covered, that means your first finger is going to be playing on both the E and the B string in the 1st fret, right down there on the bottom. Then we're going to put our middle finger on the G string in the 2nd fret, followed by my pinky is in the 3rd fret of the D string, and my ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string. I think I said that right. All right, and then we don't play the top bass E string. So that sounds like this. Okay? Now, I'll tell you the way I would play it, though, is I would just play it as an F major 7, which means I'm not worrying about hitting that bottom string, okay? In fact, probably my first finger is muting that bottom string a little bit, so it'll sound like this. And if it does happen to hit that bottom E string, that'll sound okay in there as well. So we have this F chord. I'll show you one more time. So we have F for the F major 7. This is the way I play it, and I think it's the way she's playing it. So my first finger is actually just playing the 1st fret of the 2nd string. That's the B string. Then my middle finger is going to go into the 2nd fret of the G string. Then my pinky and ring fingers are playing on the D and A string in the 3rd fret, okay? And I'm staying off of the low E string there, okay? So we're going from F, then we're going to go to a C chord, just your regular basic C chord. And I like going from the F chord to the C chord. All we have to do is move our middle finger up to the 2nd fret of the D string and lift your pinky out of the way, and that becomes the C chord. Okay, so the C chord is the 1st finger, 1st fret of the B string, your middle finger, 2nd fret of the D string, and your ring finger, 3rd fret of the A string, and we do not strum on the low E string. So we're going from F to a C. Then we're going to go to a G. Now the way she's doing it in the video, because she's already on a C chord, we're going to kind of keep this shape going. So to play it the way she plays it, the way Taylor plays it, and we all want to be like Taylor, don't we? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take my middle and my ring fingers, and I'm just going to move them up 1 string. So that means my middle finger is playing the 2nd fret of the A string, my ring finger is playing the 3rd fret of the E, and my pinky is going all the way down here to play on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And that's what that sounds like. So we're going from the C, and then I'm just going to move these fingers up and put my pinky down to a G. Now some people play G differently. There are a lot of different ways to play a G. I'm just showing you the way that Miss Taylor is doing it, the way she plays it live on this song, okay? And I've seen her use this same shape in other songs as well. So far we've got F, or F major 7, to a C. Then we're going to bump to a G. And then the last chord we need to know is A minor. So A minor, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And then we've got my ring finger is in the 2nd fret of the G string, and my middle finger is in the 2nd fret of the D string for an A minor. And again, I'm not playing the bass E string or the low E string. So we have F, starting on F, then we go to C, then we're going to go to the G, and then up to A minor. Okay, now strumming wise, she's basically just doing that. Down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? But she is doing some accents. She's mostly accenting the down, like the first beat of each chord. That kind of thing. So let's see if I start on F. I'll do it kind of slow. Sometimes she does a hammer on for the A minor. What does a hammer mean? Wait. Don't ask me why I just happen to have a hammer hanging around. Okay? A hammer on does not mean that we're going to hammer our guitar. That would not end well. But a hammer on for guitar means that I strum open and then my fingers land in the shape of an A minor. That's kind of an advanced move, so if you haven't done hammer-ons before for a full chord, it's kind of tricky, but I strum and then my fingers hammer down onto the strings to get them to vibrate enough to ring out, like that. So it usually happens pretty quick, like that. You don't have to do the hammer-on to play this song. So I'm going to show you without the hammer-on, and then I'll show you with the hammer-on. So here we are again, starting on F, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor. Now one thing to keep in mind, because you're strumming so much and there's no space between the chords, the last up strum as you're playing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. On that last up strum, your hand, your fretting hand, might be moving while you're strumming. So that would sound like this. Okay, so you're going to strum some open strings while your hand is moving to the next chord. That's okay. That's not a problem. It happens so fast, we don't hear that, and it actually just sounds pretty cool. All right? But so let's do it to, let's try it. Let's see what happens. F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor. Now I'm going to show you with the hammer on. Hammer on. Sounds weird to me when I say that. Hammer on. Okay, here we go. F, there's that hammer on. So that means you're gonna, that means I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna strum down, hammer on, and then I'm gonna come back down. So where I would normally strum on the up strum, that's where the hammer on is happening. But that's where you get that, that nice cool sound from the G to the A minor. Alright, like I said, the hammer on is kind of an advanced move, okay? And if you haven't practiced and played with hammer-ons before, you're going to want to kind of do that separately and just work on the hammer-ons. One of the things you can do is just practice hammering on one note at a time, kind of like, say, on the high E string, and just go, pluck the note, and then hit it with your finger, or pluck from any two notes. Okay, anyway, we get crazy there. And practice hammering on single notes, and then eventually move into practicing hammering on a whole chord. All right, but that's what you got. So I'm going to just kind of play the chord progression here for a moment, kind of medium speed, and give you a chance to play along with me. We're going to start on F, then C, G, and then A minor. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as far as I can tell, you can play that through the whole entire song, okay? And you don't have to just be playing along with an acoustic version. That'll work with the real album version, the studio version, all right? So Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero. There you go. Go be like Taylor, and I'll see you next time. Adios.